Sit back and relax. I got about an hour more. I'm gonna go through real quick, and I'm really just gonna honestly just gonna read this so I can try to cover it and everybody can listen to, and then answer any questions that you got related to any of these. So, just real quick, Detective Kimball has charged Brittany Morris with a prescription fraud. Started out at the Publix pharmacy, and wound up being a couple of other CVS's, including one at the Sun Valley. But this Miss Morris was calling around trying to act like she was from the Indian Trail Family Physicians and get prescriptions for her boyfriend. And so Detective Kimball was able to put together several cases on her and got her charged and arrested. Detective Burrows has charged Dallas Walters with a breaking and entering and larceny after breaking and entering. We had 3 other individuals that were with him that they're still working to identify that broke into a home here in Indian Trail and stole several things, including a vehicle from the garage. We've had a cluster, about daily clusters of car break-ins as usual around town. School's let out now, so a lot more people are out wandering around in the streets, but we can't say it enough over and over and over again. But remove your valuables from your car. Take the time to lock the doors. If you got motion lights outside, make sure that the bulbs are good in them. If you don't have motion lights outside, put some motion lights outside and then make sure the bulbs are good in them. But it's very helpful whenever folks have installed security cameras around their houses. We're getting a lot of those that come in and say, hey, we heard something went on down the street. We've got security cameras. Those are becoming more and more popular throughout the neighborhoods. Very helpful for us. The folks that's got them on their doorbells, the camera systems and stuff are becoming very helpful. Technology is just super clear on that. So a few weeks ago, we had several business break-ins that happened on May 21st around town, and Corey Burrows, one of our detectives, has been working with Monroe PD and Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department on that series of restaurant break-ins that took place that night that spanned everywhere from Charlotte all the way down to Monroe. And you got here a couple of the charges that have been so far taken out on those. Demetrius Wilson and Colin Gallman. I hope I pronounced that wrong because it kind of broke into stuff. Both of them have been charged with 4 counts of breaking and entering, 4 counts of felony conspiracy, and 4 counts of injury to property, 2 counts of larceny after breaking and entering. And those were for the Jack's Pizza, Little Caesars Pizza, China 2, and the Subway. Monroe Police Department's also taken out charges on the same individuals, and there's still 2 other individuals in that spree that they're trying to get identified. So we had a break-in that was reported at Secure Storage, which is in Unionville Indian Trail Road, right where Yonts Road comes out at, right across from Little Caesars. Happened on the 6th of June, was reported that day. Got there along with our crime scene folks, and I stopped by and checked in, and we quickly developed the suspect. Detective Yang jumped on that case. Was able to go to Charlotte, conduct an interview, later got a confession from a gentleman who had previously worked there for that break-in. So got good charges on him. On the 14th, which was a Thursday at 2:19 in the afternoon, Carolina Courts was holding a event over here, and a gentleman, 21-year-old Deshaun Bailey of Charlotte, went inside and struck up a conversation with the clerk, started asking about how much it cost to get in. Can I get in for free? I know somebody that's refereeing over on court number 1, back and forth, and then went away for a little bit, came up and started talking again. When the clerk was distracted, Mr. Bailey grabbed the money box that apparently they thought was a good idea to leave on the counter for you to drop your money in when you came in, and took off with that, a little over $500 some odd in there. Jumped into a BMW car that was waiting over here on Chestnut Parkway. The car was being driven by another 21-year-old Austin Bruton of Charlotte, and they took off back toward Charlotte. And thanks to good old Union County Indian Trail Stylings Construction, Mike Lambert was sitting over here in the park when it came out. And so usually there's a little bit of delay because somebody coming out of a business, like Carolina Courts, running out and hopping into a car is usually not anything that's going to catch your attention from our aspect. If you run out of 7-Eleven, 11 o'clock at night with a hood on, that's going to catch my attention. But running out of the ball court over here with a backpack or a box and, hopping in, that's not a big deal, especially when they're crowded. So Lambert was able to catch up with them up here on the congested Matthews Indian Trail Road at Stallings Road. They had turned toward 74 and apparently did not realize they turned toward the end of everything because traffic was at a standstill. So with the assistance of Stallings, they were able to get those 2 yahoos and brought them down to the jail, got the money back over to Carolina Courts. So that worked out to be a pretty good one. The 26th at 3:10, this morning. Rossini's Restaurant over here behind the Chick-fil-A had an alarm go off. Guys got there, had a busted window on it. Nearby business had an employee there that was starting to cook some food. Said that they'd sent a carpool up, a couple guys get out, thought they might be working there, didn't know, he didn't call it in, and then the alarm sounded. So we got a little bit of a vehicle description. They were working on getting some camera footage this morning, and that's about all. We do hope that, I think Patrick's going to attend tomorrow. I don't know if anybody else is able to, but we did send out an invite to the grand opening that we're doing of our firing range down for the sheriff's office tomorrow. So hopefully anybody that can attend from the council, feel free to, and I hope to see you all down there.
What time will that be?
It starts at 11 o'clock in the morning. If you're gonna be able to go get up with Patrick, I think maybe he might be hitchhiking with Malcolm tomorrow. So we'll get y'all packed in. Thank you, guys.